Hello, James Graney here from internetbizuni.com, and in this video I'll be giving you 3 reasons why you need a good accountant to manage your tax if you are an Amazon FBA seller. So one of the most common questions that I get asked from new Amazon FBA sellers are usually tax questions, and this isn't the right type of question for me to answer because I'm not a tax specialist. I'm literally another Amazon FBA seller. So I can give you advice around selling on Amazon, but I can't actually give you tax advice, nor can most people online. That is why you need a good accountant to give you good tax advice. You need someone who is registered with the tax authorities, so who's a qualified accountant, and if you're in the UK, registered with the HMRC to file taxes, or if you're in the US, you need someone who is registered with the IRS to file taxes. It's very simple. You cannot get tax advice from someone who is not registered with these bodies. They are just not allowed to give it to you, and you shouldn't take it from them because they are not registered. They have not got the qualifications to give you accurate tax advice. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to get yourself a good tax accountant to look after your tax affairs. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you a way that you can seek advice from the person that I get tax advice from now. And I'm also going to be letting you know about a workshop that I'm currently putting together. So it's going to be one day where we all meet and put together everything you need to control your taxes and keep account of all of your bookwork if you sell products online, especially via Amazon FBA. But just to jump straight into the video now, the 3 reasons why you need a good tax advisor or tax accountant or whatever you want to call it to manage your tax if you sell products online, especially on Amazon FBA, are these 3 reasons. So number 1 is to pay less tax. Obviously, you don't want to pay any more tax than you have to pay because this is just going to eat into your business and make your business slower to grow. So whereas if you were paying the right amount of tax, then you would have more money to reinvest back into your business or to simply take for yourself as a profit. Whereas if you're paying too much tax, you won't have this. So you're going to be slower building up your business. The second reason why you need a good tax accountant is so that you don't break the law. Obviously, you want to pay as little tax as possible, but you obviously don't want to break the law because this is going to have numerous effects on you and your business if you do break the law when trying to pay as little tax as possible. And the third reason is that you know when and where to spend your money. So once your business starts making money, if you haven't started yet, or if you have, then your business has started to make money. You want to be spending your money at the right times and in the right places. You want to be spending your money on things that are tax deductible, and you want to be spending them at the right time so that you're not building up a load of expenses one year and then the following year not having many expenses to show, and this way you're going to end up paying too much tax. So they are the 3 reasons. I'm going to dive deeper into them now, and then I'm going to explain to you a small bit about the workshop that we're putting together. Okay, so on the first point, pay less tax. How do you go about doing this? Well, the first way is, how do you set up your business? Are you going to set up as a sole trader? Are you going to set up as a limited company? It's getting the right advice from someone who can actually advise you on the best way to set up your company to pay the least amount of tax. Also, in the UK, there is another form of tax. So you're not just taxed on your profits at the end of the year. There's a tax called VAT, VAT. And this is taxed on all of your sales once you hit the VAT threshold. But what you should know is, when is the best time to become VAT registered? Should you become VAT registered from the start? Or what should be your telltale time of becoming VAT registered? As well as this, do you just want to go out and get VAT registered at the normal way, the way that most businesses do? Or do you want to actually save money when you're getting VAT registered and go on what is known as the straight line system? This is a way that you can pay less VAT until you hit another threshold. Again, this will depend on the products that you sell, but for some products you can pay as little as 5% VAT. But again, to do all of this, you're going to need a tax accountant to, first of all, advise you exactly on what you should do, and then to go and file it for you. And again, it's the same way in the US. There's also sales tax in each of the different states that you sell in, so you'll need an accountant to advise you on when you should apply for the sales tax for which states, so that you keep within the law and you don't end up getting a tax bill a few years down the road for tax that you should have been paying all along. And also, when it comes to paying less tax, you want to make sure that you are expensing all of your allowed expenses. So first of all, you want to find out what expenses are allowed. Second of all, you want to find out how you can document each and every one of them tax expenses, because I guarantee if you're just an ordinary seller, then you don't know half of the expenses that you can put down. As well as this, you don't know how to document them. This is why you need to speak to a tax advisor, because they can advise you on what you're allowed to expense and how to document them, so that if you do get an audit down the road, you are tax compliant. And that is something that we often don't think about, is what happens if we actually do get an audit down the road. And that is something that you should start thinking of once you start your business. If I do get an audit, what do I have to do to prove that I am doing things by the law, that I'm paying the tax that I should, and that I'm claiming the expenses that I'm allowed to claim? And that is where documentation comes in. And a good tax accountant that is familiar with your business, so someone who's familiar with e-commerce, familiar with Amazon FBA, can tell you simple ways to document all of this, simple ways to keep your books so that your books automatically update day on day, so that you know exactly where you are with cash flow, and you know exactly what tax you owe, you know exactly what your expenses are, and you know exactly how to document each of these expenses so that you are covered down the road if you do get an audit. So I've recently started speaking with a new tax advisor here in the UK. This is someone who is very familiar with Amazon FBA. They've loads of different clients that sell on Amazon and e-commerce in general, and they've been able to give me really good advice when it comes to running your business more efficiently. So what I have decided to do with them is create a workshop so that a few of you can also benefit from their years of experience and get to speak with them firsthand. Because I know firsthand the amount of you that have questions, the amount of you that have Amazon FBA specific questions that need to be answered by a tax advisor would benefit a lot from a day with a qualified tax advisor, someone who is extremely experienced with this business model. And also what we're going to do on this day is run through it step by step, everything that you need to do to set up your accounts so that they're automatically updated when you start making sales on Amazon, if you haven't started yet, or if you have, how you can backtrack and get all of your sales into one easy to manage system using QuickBooks, and how you can document each of your expenses so that when it comes to tax time, you literally send off your few files that you have and that's it, your tax is done. Any accountant after that will be able to easily file your taxes, because you will know exactly what reports to pull, what reports to send them. You'll know exactly what they need to file your taxes correctly. So this is a day that's set up to educate you on exactly what you need to do from now forward to make sure that your tax is done correctly and you're paying the right amount of tax, and of course the least amount of tax that you have to pay. So we're going to have a full day in London putting this together, and yeah, we're going to wait as long as it takes that day so that anyone who is on the workshop gets fully set up. They know exactly what they're doing moving forward to do with tax. They know exactly how their business is set up and what they need to do each year in order to file their taxes correctly. As well as this, the tax advisor that I have been speaking with in London and that I'm getting to run this workshop with me has said that they will give a discount for filing the taxes. So anyone who comes to the workshop will get a massive discount for filing their taxes if they decide to file them with them. And they will also get discounts on the QuickBooks software that we're going to be using on the day. So if you are interested, I've just put together a quick page where you can drop down and see exactly what you get on the day. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can pay your fee and hold your spot on the day. So as of now, I'm thinking that it's going to be the 2nd of March is the first Saturday that I have available, and also the tax consultant has available to have this day. So if you are available that day and want to come to London for the 1-day workshop that we're going to hold, then drop down to the description below, click on the link and get your spot held on this day. If you have any other questions in regards to this day, then please drop them down in the comments below and I will get round to answer them. Hope that you found this video helpful. Look forward to speaking to you on the next video.